Hey folks, Pigs Outdoors here. Going to start doing a mental health Monday. Um, this is just gonna be short little snippets of where I'm at. Hopefully, this helps somebody else down the line. Don't know, but it's worth a shot anyway. Um, I just finished reading chapter one of Camping and Woodcraft, which I'm gonna be doing a video on that here pretty soon, because that's what people voted on. But was thinking about that. Was thinking about this channel about a bunch of other stuff. It seems like I've lost. Well, I have lost. That seems like I did. I lost my way. Um, I'm very self-conscious about things, about doing things in front of the camera now, when I never used to be. Um, for me, it basically comes down to this. It's just I fell off the horse and never really got back on it. When it comes to videoing stuff, and when it comes to the outdoor stuff, but doing stuff in front of the camera, it's kind of like bouncing my head off the wall and not getting anywhere. And I get that. I'm fine with that. And the reason I say I'm fine with that is I always put emphasis on I want to grow this channel, which I do, and get up to a certain point where everybody else is at, which I never reached, which that's fine too. So the decision I made is even if nobody watches this anymore. I'm sorry, I do have a speech impediment too, so that really helps things. But I'm doing this for me now. I'm not. If somebody gets something out of it, great, cool. That's what I'm hoping for. But if nothing else, I can see where I am now and kind of plot where I want to go. Um, the one thing I kind of lost with all of this is kind of like that connection to nature, and that's where some of this is going to wrap in. Um, for a number of years, I was working a day job for between 50 to 70 hours a week, and a business I had. I was a photographer for a while, and I would between 50 to 70 hours a week, I'd be on that. So let's say I spend 50 hours a week at my day job. I spend 70 hours a week on the photography and vice versa. If I spend 70 hours at work, I spend 50 hours on the photography. So, and then I was trying to fit this in and it just wasn't working. Um, and then I tried taking it in a couple different directions that never really quite took off. That's why I'm kind of going back to the prepping side of things. That's where I started from actually. And how can I put this? Try to rebuild this, and if it works, great. If it doesn't work, great. Um, I guess what I'm saying is I'm kind of putting too much stock into what everybody else thinks. I'm not in this anymore for what anybody else thinks. I'm just going to put information out, and you do, and let people do with it what they may. Um, there are a couple things I'm working on, and I'll let you know as they're going. But that's pretty much all I have for now. But it's something that Alex Rudd said in one of his videos a while back, and that's when I was kind of trying doing the fishing thing, and that didn't quite work out. Wonder why. Nobody else but me on that one, okay? But he said it's okay to not be okay, and it kind of took me to now to realize that I haven't been okay for a while now. So it's kind of I spent the time away trying to figure everything out, trying to figure out which way I want to boot this thing down the road and what direction I want to take. And I kind of decided that I'm gonna go back to where everything was a little bit more copacetic, everything worked a lot better instead of trying to beat something over the head over and over again till it takes. It sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. With me, it didn't. I lost viewership. I lost a ton of hours. I mean, a ton of hours. Um, so it is what it is. The only thing I can do now is go forward. And instead of just saying I quit and walk and take my sock and going home, I'm just gonna keep putting stuff out here. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, after a certain amount of time, if it doesn't work, I'll take it down, put something else up. But thank you for listening to this ramble anyway. And like Alex said, and like I just said a couple minutes ago, it's okay to not be okay. Um, it takes time to figure these things out and just take your time with it. Hey, thank you all for listening. I love you all. Talk to y'all later. See ya.